fruits, wildflowers. But being out on the plains, very exposed environment, they're known as being the nastier of the bears, the more aggressive. And if you think about those environments, one's very, really exposed, and then black bears coming from the forest, much more sheltered, a lot of places to run away to. They're typically the more skittish bear, and they're our natural tree climbers. So there's a lot of different things in the park that the grizzly bears eat that are pretty fascinating. Both bears are vegetarians, primarily, about 70–80% of their diet vegetarian, but we call them opportunists because they're not going to pass up an easy meal. So anything that is attainable within grab, they're not going to have to exert a lot of energy, they're going to go for. And usually that comes in the form of meals that are just laying still for them. So our bighorn sheep and our mountain goats, they don't hibernate in the winter. They hang out on those rocky cliff faces, and a lot of those animals get wiped out by avalanches. When they get wiped out by an avalanche, the first thing a bear is going to do in the springtime is go straight to the base of avalanches and start digging and digging and digging. And they can smell about 20 feet under snow, so they can find themselves a little refrigerated snack there in that avalanche of a bighorn sheep or a mountain goat. And then another really cool thing that the grizzly bears eat is a moth. And that moth is at the end of summer. It comes here in the early summer, lays its eggs in the high alpine, so at the very tops of mountains where it's really rocky and exposed. And by the end of summer, they're quite large in size. They've hatched. They're super rich in protein. And our grizzly bears go to the top of those mountains and they start flipping over rocks and raking the area and stirring up these moths. And they'll catch as many at a time that they can catch. They'll stick out their tongues, and that's around 40,000 moths a day that they can eat. So that equates to almost 20,000 calories for the grizzlies. So really good protein, and that I mentioned, obviously very good calorie source. The protein per gram, it's about 7.8 grams of protein in those moths, and that's really close to how much protein's in venison. So kind of an astounding amount of protein they can get out of such a funny, weird little thing, but lots of moths for those bears. And the berries, obviously. So huckleberry is everyone's favorite. You guys found huckleberry things yet? Yeah. Okay, very good. You're doing vacation right, Glacier. So the bears can eat a little bit more huckleberries than we can. The bears can eat about 40 pounds of huckleberries a day. So a lot of those. That's a really critical food source. So this lake that we're on, Two Medicine Lake, once again another Blackfeet story to it as to where its name comes from. The Medicine Lodge. The Medicine Lodge is one of the most critical parts of an annual ceremony known as the Sun Dance that the Blackfeet performed. So each clan would send a respected elder woman out to have a vision quest of where that Medicine Lodge needed to be built. And it was ceremony, renewal ceremony, and a coming of age ceremony for the young men. And the Medicine Lodge being the main component. So that woman would have a vision, decide where that Medicine Lodge needed to be built, and from there on they'd have the Sundance. And one year they had two separate clans, two separate women from two separate clans go out on their vision quest, and they both had a vision of the same area, just on either side of the river from one another, which was really crazy because they never had two medicine lodges constructed or two sun dances performed side by side with different clans. But that year they had one medicine lodge on one side of the river and the other across from it, and they asked what they should name that river. And so that became Two Medicine River, which then translated to this whole area. So Two Medicine Lake that we're on right now is about 2 miles in length, a half mile at its widest, and then 250 feet of depth out there in the heart of it. There's a lot of fish in this lake. You'll see a lot of people fishing around here. We've got lake trout, brook trout, rainbow trout, and you don't need a fishing license to fish in the park. But you do need to know the regulations on what is what in any spot, because some areas are closed to fishing and some are open, but you can take fish. So you can take five lake trout, 5 rainbow, and you can take 20 brook trout. And that's because a lot of the fish are not native. We do have native populations, but they stopped the lakes between the 1940s and 1960s to try and get folks back out here after World War II. So a number of things closed during World War II. And they needed to get the numbers back up. So they thought if they could get the fishermen and make this a fishing destination, people would return to Glacier, which worked, but it also did a lot of damage to the native ecosystem. So off of our left-hand side, we're coming up to the slope of Sinapa, the north slope of Sinapa, and you'll see when you're looking out there that the tree line kind of distinctly stops on either side of her. So that's a really avalanche-prone area. You can tell avalanche-prone areas because they will wipe out the trees that would like to grow there, and then that lighter vegetation, all those bushes, start popping up. And avalanche areas are great spots to look for bears because that allows all that other vegetation to pop up, and that's all food source for the bears. So back to those plant roots and flowers, and then eventually it's going to turn into a bunch of berries out there. So scan Sinapa for me, see if you can find anything out there. It's also a really great spot to look for mountain goats higher up. So go to the rocky cliffs where you don't think anything should be, and look for little white dots. That's what our mountain goats look like to us from down here. So mountain goats are eating something up there. Does anyone know what they eat when they're living on those rocky cliffs? Lichen. Somebody studied the boat tour. Lichen is really cool. Lichen is a symbiotic relationship between algae and fungus. And I've got something for you guys to remember that by. But you have to laugh at it after I finish. So Alice the algae and Freddy the fungi took a liking to one another. But as some relationships go, it ended up on the rocks. So that's how Lichen got up there. The lichen, if you are trying to look for it, is that lighter green. It can be a lighter green, yellowy color. It can also be an orangey color, and it'll be dotted all across the rocks out there. The last couple things I want to point out before we come to dock are the physical features right out in front of us. So off to our right-hand side, behind Rising Wolf, there's kind of a little thumb of a peak that's popping up. And that is Clinch Peak. Clinch Peak is a glacial feature known as a horn. So a horn means that there's multiple glaciers on sides of it at one time. So Clinch Peak has 3 glaciers climbing out multiple sides of it. And that's the same type of feature as the Matterhorn, if anyone is familiar with that in Switzerland. So multiple glaciers. And then if we go to the other side, to the left side, there's that really prominent point that's jutting out, that peak that's jutting out. That's called Pumpelly's Pillar. And Pumpelly's Pillar is an arête. So an arête means there were 2 glaciers on either side of it, which gave it that really kind of knife edge ridge. Any questions before we stop? Nothing? Okay, well, as we get closer, then I will have you guys stay seated for me so I can get us safely docked. But thank you for listening to the tour. Thanks for listening to me. If you have questions on stuff on the way back, we don't have formal commentary, we just kind of free-form it, so that's a great time to ask any of those questions or point to things that you'd like to know more about. And those of you that are going to get off the boat today and go hiking, I'm going to issue you all a little purple ticket. You need 1 per person, so make sure you get enough for everyone in your group. And that will get you back on a later boat, which those tickets have the time on, but they're going to be at 1:20, 3:20, and 5:20. I'll give you a little bit more detail after we are docked. Okay, so for you hikers, they're getting off, anyone getting off that wants to take a boat back, you're gonna need one of these from me. And just a few things to keep in mind is 4th of July weekend, it's been pretty busy for us around here. We guarantee we'll pick you up, but we can't guarantee which pickup you'll get on. So 5:20, there could be a whole bunch of people here, which means multiple runs for us. So if you don't get on that first one at 5:20, we just ask that you be patient and remember you're on vacation and you have to enjoy yourselves on vacation, so no being grumpy. And if you have time constraints, that's also something really important to keep your eye on. If there's shuttles you need to catch, you might want to aim for the 3:20 or just make sure you're here by 5:20 and getting your spot to get on the boat, because I don't want anyone to miss shuttles. And you can hike back on either side. There's a whole loop around the lake, 3.5 miles or 4 miles, depending on the side. So you're not stuck out here. If you're not a patient person and want to, move and shake, then hiking is an option.